Okay, so now guys, what I'm going to go through in this video is just the actual CBA itself. So what the CBA is, you have to make an A3 poster on something to do with engineering in action. So materials, mechanisms, engine, finishes, anything like that. Okay, so I have some templates down here. So I'm just going to go through the templates. I have a template there. And again, I'm just going to stay on it for a couple of seconds so you can pause the video if you want to go on, if you want to look at that one. And then I have another one there. So that's a template there for mechanisms. So I have different headings there, and some of the headings are the same. And then you have a template there for materials. So again, the likes of here. So again, I'll just go through. This is an above expectations one. Again, there is a lot of information there, but again, some students might struggle to find it. Where do I start? What do I need? Things like that. I've broken it right down there. I've everything you need to include there for a thorough analysis. Right there. Absolutely be my guest and go on and include other headings. But this is, again, if you're aiming for exceptional or above expectations, this is what you need to be doing. Okay, so I'm just going to go through two of them. So you steel, this is a handwritten one by me, and I'm just going to fly through it. I don't want to take up too much time. So again, I have here I have advantages and disadvantages. Okay, so you can see there are 3 advantages, 3 disadvantages. If you can't come up with 3, you can't come up with 3. It's okay. The next one, so again, advantages, disadvantages, and then I have did you know. So did you know is just sort of like a little addition, just sort of interesting facts about what you're talking about. So again, you can just look up the internet, fun facts or interesting facts about, and then whatever your CBA is on. You have properties. Okay, so key one there I would always be mentioning is melting point, because it fills up one of them. Okay, and then you can go through again in the template. I have a list of properties down there that you can talk about. Okay, so then you have properties. So far, advantages, disadvantages, easy enough. So advantages, what's good about it. Disadvantages, what's bad about it. Did you know? Just interesting facts. Properties, so properties of the material. So again, this does not apply for mechanisms. So applications, where are they used? Key word here, guys, is why. Keep answering why in your CBA. So again, steel is used to make the chassis of cars. That's your inline. Because this answers the question why. Because it is tough and it's strong. Because it can resist an impact and because it's able to deal with force. Steel is used in suspension bridges. This is because steel is resistant to creep. Okay, so creep is when something metal stretches out over a long period of time. Again, high-speed steel is used because it's durable, and high-carbon steel is used because it can hold an edge. Again, I've answered why for all these questions here. Even for the likes of advantages and disadvantages. Again, for the first one there, you have, it says there, steel is strong and reliable. Again, hard to say why there because there's no steel is resistant to creep, meaning it will not stretch over time. Again, that's okay because I've explained creep. And then steel is tough, meaning it can withstand the impact. Yeah, I've just explained it briefly. Steel is unprotected, it will rust. Okay, there's one thing I could have added something there. It will rust because it contains iron. That's one thing that I'm missing there. Again, steel is very heavy. You could go and say iron is a dense material. And then steel has become very expensive, increasing by 30% due to Brexit. So again, I have explained that one. So application source. This is an odd enough one, but again, by including this, you're being very thorough. So where does the material come from? So the material comes from steel is created by mixing iron and a small amount of carbon. Iron comes from iron ore, which is mined and extracted using the blast furnace. So we know all about the blast furnace. Again, back up here in your thing, in your mind map, you could have, if you want to do one on the furnaces, you could have went cast iron and just went and just had another thing coming out and blast furnace here, or how is it made, or something like that. So you could have your CBA on blast furnace. Sources, again, the questions are given to you there in the template. So where does the material come from? Where in the world is it mainly found? So just look up main producer of or whatever the material, and then how is it mined? Again, another thing there, if you're doing something like a amount of with like gold, you could include the value. What value is it? What's its value? Okay. And then how's it mined? So again, 90% of metals is open cast mining, is what it's called. Okay, and then composition is just again every metal has a periodic table element. Well, steel doesn't, but because it's made of iron and carbon, this is what will make it. Okay, so again, what's it made of? Again, like copper won't have just the composition. What I would say there for the likes of copper, what I'd do there is I'd start talking about it's what it can be used to make. Okay, what it can be used to make alloys. So this is for all alloys. Aluminium, same thing. Aluminium is what you call a pure metal. There's nothing else mixed to it. So the two of those you could talk about. Oh, you add this to make this alloy. So I know aluminium and magnesium make the alloys of a car. Copper can be mixed with tin and mixed with zinc to make brass and bronze. So again, I've just included just an example there. Again, you can see there, look, I've just talked about different compositions that make different metals. And then I've included the periodic table elements. So what does it look like on the periodic table? And I've just given a small little fact there. C is derived from the Latin word carbo, which means coal, and Fe is short for the Greek word for iron ferrum. Okay, guys, so that's the CBA, and then just a picture in the middle for that's your CBA, that's your poster right there. Exceptional, brilliant.